9, 3, 2, 1, crescendo!
And on the Red Alliance, 972, they're the first on the move, scoring their preloaded note and clearing up ones from in front of their speaker. But 5419 over on blue, they're headed out to the center line, bringing one back at least, but missing their handoff on the second. That means we start with a close match, just 5 points separating our alliances. Red with the advantage, but perhaps not for long. And Berkelium on blue, over to their source, coming back with a note already. Seems like they're not planning on scoring it just yet. They're just saving it for later. It is Iron Claw on red, while over towards their amp. Getting one scored there, 5419, adding blue's first amp note, and both teams hitting that cooperation button. Meanwhile, 4973 firing at the speaker for red, not quite finding its mark, but their alliance partners, Galileo Robotics, have better luck. Getting one in red speaker as Iron Claw has another in the amp. That means red is prepared to amplify. And red has a lead for now, but it's just narrow one, only 2 points separating our teams. Back on blue, M-Set Fish lining up in front of the speaker, scoring, 5419 taking their note over perhaps towards their amp, but they switch gears and take it to the speaker. Red, meanwhile, has amplified. Iron Claw rushing into the last seconds, firing that note, scoring in red speaker. Gator Gears coming back with one as well. Lining up, trying to get that note in place, falling just short of the speaker, unfortunately. Back on blue, meanwhile, M-Set Fish. They are across field on red side, tossing one note towards their alliance partners, but Iron Claw on red, beating them out to another. And with that note in the amp from Iron Claw, both of our alliances are ready to amplify, and red is the first to do so. They are quickly followed by blue, however. Galileo Robotics trying to score for red. Berkelium lining up in front of blue speaker, but not firing that shot off just yet. Their alliance partners, meanwhile, Barn2 Robotics playing some heavy defense. And speaking of defense, it seems like 4669 on the Red Alliance, they have switched gears from offense to defending that blue speaker. It is difficult to cover two robots at once, however, and M-Set Fish was left free to score once again in blue speaker. And we are into our endgame. Red hanging on to their lead for now. 10 seconds left. Gator Gears up in the air on stage for red. Blue trying to come back, 5419. Trying to grab a hold of that chain. 3 seconds left. Iron Claw on stage for red as well, and it seems like Berkelium will just finish part. By 78 points to the Blue Alliance's 70. Red picking up 3 ranking points along with that victory, and Blue Alliance earning 2. And now, for a little more on that match, let's take it over to Aiden and Andrew.
Wow, Aiden, for a match that Robotics would